We're live.
We're live.
Thank you for joining us today.
Another beautiful day in the Old West End.
Yep. Today joining us is Miss Krysta Sa.
Krysta Sa. We want to name the elephant in the room right now.
There's a huge elephant in our
There's
room.
a hu-
Yes.
She's huge and not tiny at all.
Do you want an introduction?
No.
Needs no introduction.
She's
Although,
been on before.
Past pod.
yeah, you've
Past
been on
If
the
you need the
pod.
intro, you can
I also
find it there.
I also
Episode 3.
I was thinking
Episode
today.
3, 4.
4.
Wasn't it 3? It must
That's
have been
Haley.
4. Oh. I wouldn't call you a friend of the pod as much as you're like a patroness of the pod.
Like in the way that I sponsor you guys.
I just think that you support us in a way that no one is.
You do
Oh.
support us financially.
I do.
Yes.
I
You-
do.
you
I have
are
been funding the
Our
pod.
sugar mama. But also, you do listen to every single one and give me notes.
You also
like immediate
spiritually
feedback.
fund us.
I do. I try to.
You steer us, but
I
then
steer.
we don't listen.
I know, and I get
And then our
mad.
viewership goes way down.
No.
We're not listening?
We're listening.
I feel I feel like we're always taking what you're saying. I feel like I'm always
Thank
you.
listening. Is there some
Depends.
notes that aren't getting to me, director?
I mean, no.
The notes are given.
The notes, I get notes. I get about like 30 minutes of notes.
Yeah.
Every app.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I'm not getting that.
I
We
know.
should do a group call
Let me
next
come
time.
We
across my
should because I
desk.
call Estella and I'm like, "Are you ready?" Essentially.
Yeah,
my
it's
God, I
like,
need
let
to
me
hear
listen
this.
and I need it
Yeah.
fresh.
Are
And
you
it's-
Yeah, like
Scared?
it's almost immediate response. Like because I usually listen to your guys' pod when I'm driving.
Are you guys scared that I can't handle it?
no.
No.
Oh, okay.
We just
No.
talk on the phone for like an hour every day.
Yeah,
Of
and it
course.
usually is. It's a lot of laughs.
It's a lot. It's a gaggle of laughs.
It's a
a lot
gaggle.
of jokes. A lot of things about rocks.
What did I say we were the other day? We're boops, goo-goos, and
And shimmies. All three of us together.
yeah.
We're boobs, goos, and shimmies.
Can I bring this up? Can I
Of
find
course.
a screenshot?
Yeah.
This was a dating app screenshot, of course. I want to read this to you,
Oh, is
Krysta.
this someone's like intro?
bio? Yeah.
It
Oh
was-
my god.
It's so perfect because right now our unreleased episode, which should probably be released before this one, but we talk about like the poly community
Oh, I forgot it's not out.
and the non-binary community.
Oh, did we?
Oh, we
Ever?
went in
Oh,
in a
did we
way that
ever?
was like,
I've been nervous about, but it needs to come out.
I honestly didn't think it was hard enough. I thought we backtracked too
No,
hard.
the whole last 30 minutes were us backtracking.
The polycule community is going to be hit a little bit by it. You think?
The polycule community that we inhabit,
At large.
it got no
No,
small.
that we run in.
It got very specific on like
And not but
Oh.
not intentionally.
no. It was like we stopped recording and we looked at each other and we're like, I hope
That
they
described
don't
8
take it
people we
personally.
yeah, you were like talking about one specific full polycule
Yeah.
of civilians.
Exactly.
One polycule of
Right,
civilians.
the Greater Toledo polycule.
Yeah.
So this person, E&M and partnered.
Mm-hmm.
You know what E&M means?
Ethically non-monogamous.
Oh, they shorten it now.
Yeah, E&M.
It's quite-
Okay.
it's quite a
I was
mouthful.
only on a dating app for like a week. What is
Yeah.
this one?
This was Field.
Okay, I was on that one.
I didn't know you were on field.
I am.
Is
I'm
that
like,
booming in the Toledo community?
no, but it's getting bigger. It's hit Detroit recently super hard.
That makes sense. That makes
Yeah,
sense.
it's catching up.
Yeah, that
It's
makes
catching up.
sense. The BDSMs.
I'm also like the most vanilla woman to walk on Field.
Field
ever, I
is
think.
just for kink, right?
Allegedly, but it's like a lot of tender queers.
a lot of aftercare. A lot of talks of
There's
aftercare.
tons of aftercare. I would
That's like a high priority on Fields.
It's aftercare. Is
Yeah.
that a kink?
Aftercare.
Aftercare.
No,
Yeah.
but it is one
That's
of the
like-
things you can tag yourself.
Yeah, and I
as.
feel like that's the majority. Everyone's aftercare.
Is that like a compassion kink?
That's called like hugging. I don't know.
think it's
Like,
called, like,
in my day and age,
grab
we just
the
hugged.
towel.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
called like grab a towel, get to know the name.
Yeah.
One of my tags on Field is holding space.
Ironically.
I'm joking. It's not a tag.
Okay. I'm like, I don't know. I've never been on, but
That's where I went on a date with Gerald from Hey Arnold.
I'm sorry.
So I went on a date with Gerald from Hey Arnold.
what role? Is that a character in it?
He
Remind me
was-
which one.
Gerald was like
Never watched
Arnold's best friend.
Oh my God. How was he?
Sorry,
He
I don't
was
know
like
Arnold.
coming off of like a lot of ayahuasca
Totally.
in LA, having like
forget.
a crisis. And
'Cause
he
he's,
like
like-
danced with me in a parking lot.
Oh.
Oh, that's
Aw.
sweet.
But he, yeah. I mean,
It was
he's, like,
really actually not.
he's
He like
wondering
it was a
what-
lot.
It was sad.
He was like trying to get me to go to Ojai with him
Uh huh.
like that weekend.
Okay. Right. He's like a lover.
He's borderline. He has BPD.
He's got BPD.
Allegedly.
And they have to go to
AKA
Ojai.
Allegedly.
And they have to go to Ojai.
A lover.
Yeah.
AKA lover.
Maybe he
AKA
loves too hard that you diagnosed him.
Yes, he loved too hard, and I had to diagnose. That's my method.
Yeah.
Love too hard, and then I will diagnose you. If you don't love me hard enough, I will not diagnose you.
To be
But I will
diagnosed
chat
is to be
GPT you.
loved.
Yeah.
To be diagnosed
This
is a
is to-
compliment.
Yeah, to be diagnosed as to
In
be loved,
my-
which is
That is
my
literally
love
my.
language.
That is also my. That is our
Diagnostics.
shared love language.
That
That
was
is
one
our
of
shared
first
love.
conversations
Yes.
was what's my diagnosis?
Yes.
What's your diagnosis?
And Estella clocked my T,
I read you
clocked my P, and
She
clocked my D.
And then she put that right to bed.
Yeah,
And then I made sure you were subclinical after that.
yeah, and really has confirmed subclinical a lot.
And the
I think
goal
even
is
a day or two
always
ago.
Subclinical.
This
Yeah.
might thrust you back into a clinical setting.
Go
Yeah.
for it.
This person
Yeah.
is looking for wiggles, nibbles, giggles, and perhaps a smooch or two.
Wow.
That's cool.
But I was
That's
saying,
Craigslist or something.
I was
That's
saying
like
that us three
lost
together are
personal
wiggles,
ads.
nibbles, and giggles.
Okay, who
But-
are you?
Wait,
So I was thinking-
wiggles, nibbles,
or
and giggles.
giggles.
Who's wiggles? Who's nibbles? And who's giggles?
The thing is, I think I'm wiggles, but I might be giggles. I think
Okay.
you're nibbles. You seem more like a biter.
allegedly.
But I don't know who would be wiggles and giggles between Estelle and I.
On wiggles and giggles.
I feel more wiggles, but
I
I
feel
feel
you're
more
giggles and you're wiggles.
Wiggle. I do
Okay.
wiggle. I'm
Because
like,
this
okay.
is the performer. This is the child star.
okay. Yeah, no, I see
You
it.
giggle.
Okay, I giggle.
But you also
In my
wiggle.
head, I wiggle.
I unfortunately
like a
have been
huge
deemed the nibble.
wiggler.
I do feel like you wiggle over to my house.
You
when
wiggle,
you're like,
and then when you
I wiggle
wig-
about town. That's the thing about me. I wiggle
You do
about
wiggle
town.
around, yeah.
I don't walk. I don't. I wiggle.
You wiggle for Stella to waggle. Like, you get what I mean? Like, you bring your wiggle.
We're two sides of like a dog's tail.
Yeah.
Like wig wag.
Oh,
What
wig
did they
wag.
say? What would they say? Wag. It's just wag.
No, it's wig wag. It's my favorite Bob Dylan song.
I'm
Wig
trying to
wag.
remember this thing about. I don't know much about him.
I only listen to him because of somebody. We all know.
That sucks.
I know, because I don't really listen to men, and I haven't. And I've always thought he was like really ugly and uninteresting.
Well, that's why this pod episode premise is so interesting. Because
yeah,
we're gonna be talking about a man.
we are.
But first, we are having pleasantries.
We are having
is-
pleasantries.
Which is to say, I do think you want to mention something you've been consuming online.
Okay, I fell down a deep, deep, deep hole today of this couple who travels around the world, like finding durian growers.
What's a durian?
It's like a
Type
big
of
spiky
fruit.
fruit, very fleshy, very meaty up in there,
With
yellow.
poisonous seeds.
Poisonous seeds.
Is it like South American?
Malaysian.
It does
Malaysian.
what it does, I think. Yeah, all of
Probably.
the equator.
Yeah.
Can
I think
provide
I've
this
seen
fruit.
it, like what you're describing. I feel like I'm like seeing.
It's known
you
for
watched
like smelling like
Portlandia?
fruit. Or
No,
fruit.
but when I was in the Amazon, there was like a lot of
Spiky fruit.
yes, yellowish.
I was.
Yeah.
That was like what it was in Vietnam.
Yeah,
durian.
Durian all over the place.
yeah. I
Durian's all the way
can't.
down.
I have
Couldn't
to.
step
I'll have
foot
to
without
Google it.
Stepping on a durian.
Agent Orange.
So they're looking for
Durian.
it. They're looking for it.
They're like all of her content is like love durians. I like literally love durians. The post that came across was like the most pregnant tiny woman I've ever seen, and she was like, "I've secretly been carrying twins all of 2025 while collecting durians," and she's like, "I'm living proof that durians don't magically thrust you into labor, which must be some sort of like." I don't know. I was so fascinated. And then I started I'm like, she's talking about durians a lot. Like in the way that avocados did. You know how avocados had like a great publicist in like 2013? Suddenly it was everywhere.
Was it that early?
I
It was
mean,
26.
When avocados.
I
took
think
hold?
like people in
Maybe it's
Toledo heard
before
about avocados like around 2017.
Maybe
That's
kale
how
was
long it took to ship
2013.
here.
Yeah.
Maybe it was 2013 was kale,
Uh huh.
which I think Bethany Frankel, famously said the greatest publicist alive was Kale's publicist. It's a quote I think about a lot. Anyway,
She's incredible.
she's nutso. She's wackadoo.
These are heavy.
Very
Yeah.
heavy. That's why I'm always
You
bracing.
might
Yeah.
want to. You might want to pull it far from your face. I don't know.
Oh, I wanted to make sure. Okay.
I'm always
They're
bracing.
that fancy.
Oh,
I always forget.
I don't know. I literally don't know.
I do think I yell a lot.
I can't. I like can't tell.
Well, you have a very cool voice. I have to fight.
Thanks.
My genetics are like nasal sickness, bad.
I think about how your mom always gets stopped saying, "Are you sick?"
In a bizarre, like she would just be like choosing cheese in the dairy aisle, and someone's like, "Are you sick?" Like it's been like that my whole life. There's been so many people who've been like, "I know a doctor," to my mother.
Because you're so sick.
I'm so curious about her voice.
Is it a
I
septum
wanna hear
issue?
it.
I don't know how to find it for you. I mean, we could call her, but I
Yeah.
don't think she'd like that.
You could like call her on like speaker.
On
We
pod.
always think about her on the pod. She comes out.
She does come up a lot. I just like don't know what I would say.
Say, hey, it's me.
She's
it's
so
us.
depressing. Do you really want me to call my mother?
Like right now,
No, I'm not gonna.
Should we?
I've called my mom on the spot, but then she like talks about like souls.
I know. I'm
my
worried
mom
where it's
wouldn't.
gonna go.
My
Yeah.
mom wouldn't. She just asked me if I'm coming home for Easter again.
Okay.
It might be sad.
Yeah. And I always go, you know why we don't. Like, you know, why I don't come. And she's like, I'm not trying to start a fight. I'm like, it's really not a fight. Just say you don't get it and don't accept it.
Right.
you
Right.
know? But anyway, maybe one day when I feel like she'll be definitely in a lighter mood. She'll be in bed and she'll be like sad.
Yeah. You need her like with the sun on her face.
I do need her like, my dream is to catch her on like a pre-vacation call again because they are fascinating. My mother calls me when she's going on vacation like she's getting like an operation that with a 30% survival rate. She calls me and she's like, I just wanted to let you know. And I'm like, oh my God. And I'm like, what's going on? She's like, I'm going to be in Florida for a week. And I'm like, I always makes me laugh. I'm like, why'd you tell me like that? She's like, well, you know, my aneurysm could burst on the plane, or, you know, like maybe I like lose my phone or I get snatched while I'm down there. And
Wow.
I'm like,
yeah, my mom's very
wow.
into like the trafficking, like all. Like, my mom is like very much thinking traffic. Once I sent a picture of her, like, or a picture of a pedicure I got, and she was like, "Call me immediately."
That was like last month.
Yeah, and she like literally thought it was like a signal because I got pink that like I was like telling her I'd been trafficked. I swear.
She's like,
What is she
real
consuming every
paranoid.
day?
No, they just
She's, like,
think
watching
I'm.
2020.
They literally think I'm still able to be kidnapped. Like
You
they think
are.
I'm
Well-
like baby.
Yeah,
You
your
don't have to be baby to
Krysta.
be kidnapped.
No, I know, but but you have to be a kid to be kidnapped.
Well, really, it's kind of the jump from I got a manicure, a pedicure to something's wrong.
Yes,
That's more telling to me.
everything is possibly I'm being trafficked.
How does your mom answer the phone when you call her?
Or like it's like,
I could have never predicted what your mom sounded like until I was on that phone
and
call.
it's like, yeah, it's like, and then my dad's like, hey, boo-boo. Like he's like, hey, boo-boo. Like he's like, they're like both like these octaves that are very strange.
Yeah, they're like cartoon characters.
Yeah, they
like
are.
mom
They
and
are.
dad.
They are. But my mom's like,
Wow, Krysta.
yeah,
I can't even do it.
Krista.
It's so Midwest.
Yeah, it's
too.
like
amazing.
Krista. I can't even do it. I'm sorry.
'Cause
I'm
we
sorry.
were just talking about how you seem like you maybe have like a Spanish origin.
Yeah,
Like your
well,
vibe
my
is-
dad does, but
Yeah,
I think my energy might seem.
it seems Latin.
You just don't seem white.
You're
You're ethnically ambiguous.
Yes, she is.
Well, I am. Yeah,
Right.
truly. Yes,
But
that
she
is true.
is.
Yeah, but like it doesn't.
But when people ask you and you're like, I'm Polish, they're like,
No one believes the Polish thing. But that's like the
I mean,
biggest.
you seem very Eastern European.
I'm like a mix.
but
Yes.
more Slavic than like the
Yes.
Toledo Polish.
Yes,
course.
it is more Slavic.
Yeah.
But I'm very yes. That is true.
I would
But I
think
did.
like
I grew.
Romanian. I'd believe it.
Oh yeah, I could see that.
Something really old, like an old country.
An old
Yes.
way.
An old way, yes. You
Yeah.
do have an old way about you.
Thank you. But I'm really just Metallica.
Yeah.
Through and through.
My dad was a Metallica dad.
Your dad was?
Mm-hmm.
Are
AC/DC?
your dad's like really
My dad
young?
was not AC/DC. No, my dad's like. My dad's 76.
Oh.
Metallica was like, that was my
Wait,
what
hold
my
on, hold
older
on.
brother was into.
Yeah, no. So my dad's like 72. But my dad has always liked music.
Hmm.
But like music that he like loves Corn.
My brother, yeah, but I'm sure he's just like up. He's
He'd
hip.
always be open to new things.
Yeah.
Like he'd always be open to new things, but he likes like he loved new metal. He like loved Limp Bizkit. He loved like when that stuff hit.
I mean, that was huge around here.
Yeah.
Insane Clown Posse.
Yeah, I
Oh.
don't know. He was into gym class heroes.
Okay.
He's very eclectic in his taste. My mom is like fully funk and
Funkadelic.
Prince. Yeah, she loves Funkadelic. She loves Earth, Wind and Fire
Mm.
And she loves Prince and she loves Lenny Kravitz.
Does she like Zoe?
Good question.
So I got pretty anti Zoe Kravitz this week.
Yeah, Estella did.
Something happened.
I'm shocked that you're bringing that to the public.
Well, I'm
It's
the
not
Joe
scary.
Rogan of
Yeah.
Toledo, Ohio.
Well, I think Zoe is so beautiful, but I love her aesthetic.
Everybody's beautiful.
Everyone is beautiful, but I
Name an ugly
particularly
celebrity.
But I particularly find her beautiful. But I think her mom and her dad are more attractive. Like to me, I find them more attractive than her.
Well, but she still has like contemporary work done face, even in her beauty.
She got the
got cat
buckle fat removal thing.
She got that buccal.
Yeah. Yeah.
Which is what we're doing next. When we get 100 followers.
the minute I get money.
150 followers.
You
Buckle
will.
fat? No. But what I do want is I want them to I want them to obliterate my jawline. I
Like
want
break
FFS.
it and put it back.
I want FFS. I want
don't
them to
know what
shave
the-
something down.
Yeah.
Like you have a feminine jawline. I don't know what they're gonna do.
I don't know. Get rid of my chin.
Just kind of make it. Just kind of cut it out.
But I have like an SJP chin.
It seems like a really good thing.
I feel like I have a long face.
I'm
SJP
like
face.
thinking
long
I wish I was
face.
like a surgeon right now. Because I think I would have enjoyed it.
I thought you were about to tell me what I need done. I'm like, actually, don't tell me. I don't
No,
wanna know.
no, no. I was like thinking about like performing procedures
I'm not
while you're
into
saying that and like how it sounded fun to me. Like it sounded fun to like take like bone and like scrub it down.
They are like beating. They are taking like construction tools to the bones of these people.
Yeah, no, it's like medieval out
They're
here.
killing- They posted.
deeply
so
medieval.
much- Did you guys see Denise Richards' work?
Yeah,
No.
yeah.
But did you see the videos of the operating room? The doctor
No.
posted. It's crazy. They yanked
It's like
that
in
bitch.
surgery. Like,
They
is
They
it like?
yanked
They all
her.
yank. They put you under and they start yanking.
They
Yeah.
like literally
They peel
took
your skin
her
off and put it back
skin
on.
and they hitched up
Really?
to like a Ram truck
No.
in the parking lot.
That's why
yes,
they're
and
so
they floored
bruised.
it.
I mean, that's why they wake up with so many bruises because they're just like beating the shit up.
Yeah.
Did you
They're
ever see
exploring
Nip
men now.
Tuck?
I never did. No.
I was like such a huge fan of that.
Yeah.
Show.
It was outlawed in my house. of
My dad
course.
was really into Dr. Pimple Popper.
And my mom's still out doing
Was?
that.
Yeah. He
What
got
do you mean?
medicated
That's
and it
new.
changed. No, but like
No,
he
but
had.
it's been around for like 10 years.
Yeah.
Really.
Yeah.
Did you just come across him?
Yeah.
No. I guess 2016 was like 2 years ago.
Yeah. Okay.
He loves it. He used to love it.
My mom was like a chronic. She saw anything on your face, she'd lock in. She was constantly picking my face.
That's so funny. Say like
My
I
brother
was I
asked
telling
me
you
about
about that? Like
it.
my dad would drop off like Biore strips in my mailbox.
You were talking about
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
Well, you were also talking about how he wouldn't call you and he would just yell at
Yeah,
your apartment.
At the window to like let him in, but he'll never tell me when he was coming. Hey. Yeah, he's like, Krysta! Boo boo, hey! He'd be like screaming. And he'd get mad. Like if I like didn't hear or was like, well, you know, taking a bath.
Or you were in your basement.
Or I was in my basement. Well, I didn't live in a basement when my dad yelled at me.
Oh.
Or I mean, I don't live in a basement now, but like, yeah.
You basically. It seems
I'm
you
like,
do.
I'm always in a basement spiritually.
I went and visited Krysta recently to drop off some flowers and
At the Burkhead Estates.
at the Burkhead Estates, and I couldn't read my text, and she told me to come in, and I was like knocking at this beautiful home, no one there, and I was like, fucking bitch, like I was like, she knew I was coming, whatever.
Oh.
Anyway, so I walk in, I'm like yelling, Krysta, not hearing me. I just hear this pulsating, emanating, like droning coming from the basement, and I'm like, okay, and it's like I'm like walking down here. It is like the longest basement you
Yes.
can imagine. It like goes so
And it's
far
so
back.
dark.
And like on my journey there, you pass like the scariest, like Lovely Bones-esque male murderer's office.
It's really scary.
And
You should
then-
see the attic.
It's spooky.
Yeah.
Oh, the attic is very scary. Yeah, it's all
Okay,
scary.
I need to see it.
Spooks.
But
It
yeah, and
spooks.
Chris is all the way in the back in this like darling little studio.
Like
set up where they-
EMDR. Listening exclusively EMDR drone music.
It was just so funny, like, and you were so like in a zone, and you had like this gorgeous hardware necklace on.
Thanks.
It was like exactly, I guess, how I would imagine you lived, but it was like so funny.
That's really
And
yeah.
it was like scary. It's like this house is in like beautiful disrepair. is how
I know
would
it's very
describe it.
Great Gardens.
Yeah,
It's very. I feel like
It
I
is-
have been destined for a Great Gardens life, like against my will. Because if I could choose like the life I'd want, it'd be like Kanye and Kim.
Of course.
A nightmare.
No, like their house, like minimalist, like
Vaguely
like
futuristic.
brutalist,
That's
like
the opposite of Grey Gardens, though.
no, I know, but like if I was like a baller,
Oh, I
I would
see.
be like a brutalist
Like
madame.
if you could choose, it's them, but you are destined for Grey Gardens.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like against my will,
Right.
against my truth,
be a
I am
dilapidated
like
mansion.
like mansion with like wallpaper just like
Welcome
everywhere,
to
like
the
falling
Old West
off.
End.
Yeah, but like my dream is brutalist and
Yeah.
minimalism.
Wow.
But I'm like,
I also, when I watched Grey Gardens for the first time, it was the first media I watched that made me feel honestly and truly seen
Mm-hmm.
and recognized.
oh,
By
it's
the
brilliant.
mother?
It's
Huh?
brilliant.
By the mother.
I've
the
always
dynamic.
related to little Edie. It's something
You feel
about
like
the
little
dynamic,
Edie?
but like my grandmother, who is like
Oh,
compulsive
that-
hoarder,
that.
OCD,
Mm.
like is like that. And yesterday, I actually sat on my phone listening to music and singing along, but in my bed, like dancing. Like I paused and I went, "I'm Big Edie."
You feel like big Edie, not little Edie. That sounds like
Yes,
little
it does.
Edie.
Sounds
No.
like both.
Yeah, it does.
But like
little
all she
Edie was like,
"Here for two,
Yeah,
two,"
yeah,
You
yeah.
know, like this.
I
like
feel.
not moving from bed, but like
Just like putting on records.
Are you big Edie or little? Are you big Edie or little Edie?
You tell me.
you're one of the cats.
I've kind of seen both out of you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you're
I
both.
think I'm dynamic.
Yeah, I think I'm probably big, or am I little?
You're little.
You're little.
You're little. You would be like, oh my god, don't even. She's like, you would be absolutely be like sun tanning and like with a skirt for a top, and you would be like, he's a Libra man. I never love a Libra man. You know,
Mhm.
my little Edie is like my Barbara Streisand impression.
I
It's,
love-
like the same.
I love little Edie.
Yeah, she's the best.
No, it was like a game changer film. Like
Yeah.
truly.
Essential media.
Yeah.
Essential viewing to all. And the Drew Barrymore, Jessica Lange.
It was good.
Fictional version's
It
incredible.
was good. Yeah.
It's an
I agree.
HBO Max
I've
film.
not seen that.
It's actually not bad.
It's really good.
It's not bad.
It's like Drew Barrymore's best performance.
It is
in my
the
opinion.
best thing that Drew Barrymore has ever been in. Yes, or maybe like Never Kissed by Boys or Never Been
I've
Kissed.
never been kissed.
Yeah.
I'm not juicy grossy anymore.
Oh wait, what was the thing about like driving in cars with boys? That was a movie too.
That's an excellent film.
Yeah, that was her
Comedians in
best.
Cars getting coffee.
Yes, yes, yes.
The King of New York. I just watched E.T. for the first time.
Heartbreaking. Cried a lot as a kid watching that.
It was pretty.
My dog looked like her.
It does. It
Or it
is
looked like
really
E.T..
sad.
It's so heartbreaking. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I can't even talk about it. We have to move on.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry.
No, it's okay.
Well, we can move on to the meat of the episode.
Yeah, please, because I can't think about ET. Yeah.
Okay, what we're going to talk about is something we teased last time you were on the pod, actually, which is your relationship and just or relationship with Kanye and Kanye in general.
Yeah.
And the episode that we could never record was when his statement came out.
Yes.
Yes.
Which I would like to touch on.
Yeah. We like
Zallis?
had tech issues.
Zallis, I'm sorry you're not here.
Our number one love.
And you were supposed to
sweetheart.
be here, but this was impromptu.
Yes.
And you
As
will
it
be
always
back.
is.
Yes.
You will be on.
We want to
Your
confirm
number one
that.
priority,
You're
baby.
This is our
welcome. We
first
love you.
guest
Yeah.
visually.
Yeah.
And we're still figuring this
Yeah.
out. But yeah, his album came out yesterday. Bully.
Yeah.
Bully.
Bully.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, like, first and foremost, what I would like to say is, like, if I were to give myself an introduction, I, like, last time when I was on the pod, Estella was, like, giving me,
I was giving
such
you-
kind words.
I was
You guys
yeah.
are giggling like little girls.
Yeah, we were in Giggle Town. But
I
you
hope
were
we
like,
giggle again
I
today.
know. I hope
We're
we giggle
giggling.
nonstop. But I hope that, but Estella was like, Krysta's an artist and a witch. What I first and foremost actually am is a Kanye scholar, historian,
Yeah,
and
scholar.
lover,
What are his fans called?
follower. Nothing. I mean,
We can't have an identity anymore.
yeah, no, we're
We
underground.
disband.
We're
I almost said
crypto.
Nazis.
We're crypto.
Neo.
Yeah.
Neo-Nazi.
Neo-Nazis. We're like crypto practitioners of sorts. Like we have to do everything
Nazis.
hide.
He,
Nazis.
I guess there is no name for
No one
this
like
fan
that.
base.
Thank
Hypebeast.
God. He doesn't have to do that. He's beyond that.
Yeah, and also like his fans aren't like Swifties. Like you have to have the identifier to be like militant. His fans really can't be militant anymore.
They're the most. They are the most like.
They
Oop,
step
that stove's hot.
into the shadows.
But
back into the
They're
shadows.
because everyone I have ever loved and adored in this life is a huge Kanye fan.
What's unfortunate is that I have taught every single man I've dated about Kanye, and I resent myself for it like every day. So like I just think there are also some people out here who are like,
Not yeah.
I just wouldn't like trust. I don't know. I have like complexity also around like what makes a Kanye fan. I don't know.
Do you think I'm a Kanye fan?
Hell yeah. But what I'm saying is like my exes had to learn through like it's very, very like I mean, I guess we could Kanye is like a really complicated person in general, obviously, but also to like teach men about. Like we're teaching men about like a male narcissist artist, and the men that have like I've dated have largely been narcissists, not all. So if anyone that I love and they know who they are is not a narcissist, trust me, I know you're not, but a lot of them I have, and I feel like I think teaching Kanye was dangerous to them in the same way that it's like when Tony Soprano learned therapeutic language.
Right.
Do you know what I mean? Like when Tony Soprano could learn how to talk therapeutically, he like learned a vocabulary to manipulate people more.
Yeah.
When these narcissists learn about Kanye as an artist, they learn about how to. Do you know what I'm saying?
Is that the plot of the show?
That's what I took away. It's not the plot. There's many plots. That's my thesis.
It's about Tony Soprano weaponizing therapy speak.
Yeah, like me and Estelle have talked about it, but that's a huge aspect of it for sure.
Never watched.
It's a
Some
brilliant
argue
show.
it's like the changing generations of Italian Americans.
yeah.
And watching them kind of fall from their dynasty.
Yeah. I mean, there's many
It's a long show.
like you can write a lot of different types of thesis about it.
And they have, I'm sure there's college classes.
Oh, there's so many dissertations I'm imagining. Like, but like I would say that mine is like what happens when manipulative people learn how to manipulate better. It's like when you teach someone who uses power for bad how to be seductive, that is the worst thing you could teach them. You know what I mean? And I think Kanye is also incredibly seductive because, I mean, I think that.
I also think that's generally like a male, that feels like every aspect of male culture now is like learned behavior for the granting of the pussy or the granting of the power over
I do
somebody.
think being a Kanye fan doesn't get you closer to any pussy.
That is actually true. I think like a lot of, especially like I don't think it gets you closer to political pussy. And most of these, you know what I mean? Like
to apolitical pussy.
Yeah.
Okay.
I guess I just think of like so many people I know in my life who like Kanye and would like, it's such points to be like, I still fuck with him. Or it'd be like his music still like changed the trajectory of the world.
It did.
Right.
I like will listen to like any music that I like. A lot of the new music that I'm introduced to by like people that are younger than me, that are my friends that show me stuff, I can hear the reference to Kanye in it. It's like literally like the reason why people still wear leggings, like or leggings even became a thing, is literally because of Kanye. And like the Yeezy collection. Like Kanye is so big and so macro, and like I know people don't want to like. People think he's like he's like a narcissist, totally obsessed with himself. But what I've come to from Bully is that like he actually is Jesus.
And he would never say that.
He would never say that.
He's God-fearing.
Yes.
And Jesus is king.
Yes.
But
he is Jesus. He is Jesus. If you follow his whole trajectory, he is Jesus. That's my argument that I came today for.
Okay.
Yeah.
I mean, I have no to stand on. I just like I feel like I want to backtrack to this irritation by the masses about artists being narcissists is the most confounding thing I've ever come across. I think in culture, one of them. The act of creation is narcissistic in general to me. I don't understand
Absolutely.
this.
Absolutely.
And I don't know. I mean, I feel like we cover shit like this on the pod all the time, but it's just like, why do you need someone to be good?
Yes.
Like a good person. Like making good art is just like not equal. Like when I think of like the icons of the cultural world, you know what I mean? Like most of them were bad people. You know what I mean? Like who Walt Disney is stopped anyone from going to Walt Disney World or being a Disney doll?
No.
I know.
Maybe.
No.
But like he did just make this amazing quote. Oh, 2 points. One, the men that I've unfortunately introduced to Kanye because I love Kanye so much that in order to fuck me, you have to like Kanye in a lot of ways or get to know him.
Is that recently true?
Recently, it's not true.
Okay, I was just curious.
Recently confirmed
that's
the
what's
bias
wrong.
that you love. Like every person who fucks me likes the Grateful Dead. That's what the recent confirmation.
Rough. At least it's not fish, unless
I can't.
Unless
Unless
Neither
is
can
it?
confirm nor deny, but
that'd be a real bummer.
fish
Yeah.
enjoyers are
maybe or not fish. Maybe
lurking
or
in every corner.
no. But
They're silent.
who are the Fishers?
They're the silent majority.
They're the
They
silent
are
killer
loud. Are
in
you
this
kidding
country.
me?
Fishers?
They scream.
Yeah, they do.
I guess some of them do,
Fish-
but a lot of people come out of the woodwork and are like, "No, I like fish."
I
I'm
think
like,
it comes out like sentence 2.
It does. It does.
Maybe it's my vibe.
But
like,
no,
fish,
they
I'm
think you're like-
it is your vibe. I'm sorry.
And then they say Grateful Dead, and I can't even admit that.
Yeah,
I just
like-
say no comment.
I just think that you look like somebody that they like have found on a trip.
Like someone that they did
you know what I
nitrous
mean?
with in a parking lot at
I've
like
done
a dead
lot of that. I've done a
show.
lot of nitrous in a parking lot at a dead show. And
Yeah.
what I'll say is, they call them ice cold fatties.
And there you go.
Well, they just find you. Like they see you and everyone who's ever done it with them when they see you.
They see my spirit. I hear that a lot. That I feel like a special soul. They look into my eyes, and when they're handing me that balloon, they're like, "I feel like I've known you in past lifetimes." Hit this ice cold fatty, and then it's like the most meaningless night you've ever had.
yeah.
And then you're like feeling a little bit brain dead.
I did ChatGPT why like men who like Grateful Dead like me.
Oh, what to say?
Now, okay,
Because I assert
free spirit.
yeah, and like a sensuality that like people that go to like jam shows feel, essentially.
You don't look like someone who would be there.
I know. No, it
You
does
sound like someone who'd be there.
I
You just don't look like it.
yeah. Yeah.
But you sound like
Maybe
Like my
you were there
voice or how I
before.
talk.
your vibe, but not your like aesthetic.
That sucks.
Sorry, but it doesn't. Your aesthetic doesn't matter because they're like, "Oh, you're hot. Here I come." You go, "What's up?" Oh,
Yeah, is it because I
could be
say
a
like
Fisher.
is it because I say like the universe?
Oh yeah.
That's why. Yeah.
Oh,
Or and I
yeah.
like ask astrological things, but they're like not recognizing I'm like literally from like West Toledo. Do you know what I mean? Like I'm like
yeah. They don't know you're like a down ass bitch.
yeah, exactly. But anyways, Kanye.
There was point 2 I wanted to remind you that you had about this.
What was my first point? Oh, narcissist.
Mm-hmm. Active creation, narcissism.
And that
You started
artists
touching
are-
on
Oh, yes. So Kanye recently had this like quote with Chaperone.
Chapel
it.
Roan.
Chapel Roan.
Chaperone. I despise.
Okay.
I'm
Okay,
sorry.
well,
Like
I
the
think we can talk
aesthetics
about
are.
this.
I hate Cyndi Lauper, and that is like the equivalent to contemporary Cyndi Lauper to me.
It is.
Yes, and I'm just like,
But I
I
don't
don't
think that's a
like
bad
that.
thing.
but that's just not my vibe.
I just don't think that's what she's doing.
I don't think that's what she's doing, but her aesthetic is
She's-
just
I
bad
think
to me.
I think. Have you seen her recently?
I need her
No.
to get off of. She's off a clown. She's gotten off
I-
a rodeo clown.
When she was doing clown, it was Cyndi Lauper to me, and I was like, no.
She's doing like white, like almost like geisha, but not. But not.
She-
She's
a lot
doing,
of
like,
her-
She looks like she's coming out of a forest.
Yeah, well,
Like
a
an
lot of her
ice
like
forest.
live stuff lately has been very like medieval, like research, like almost 70s medieval, which I
She
like.
did do like a little, yeah.
She was doing
She's-
like really cool, like
she does, like,
high
theater.
fantasy
She's
pieces.
very
She's very
theater.
theater.
She's
That's-
like Kate Bush.
She's
She's like
I wouldn't give her
Florence,
that.
Florence in the machine.
No.
Okay.
She's
like Cookie Monster Pajama Girl who played like an MMORPG.
she puts on, yeah.
I don't
She-
like her.
She
Is
almost
that okay?
does like, I would almost say like drag.
Yes, she loves drag. Like that is what she would probably call it as well.
Her music
she
is
literally has
not that
color.
fun to me.
I've got my own gripes with her, but
And
I generally feel like for all intents and purposes, right now I'm a Chapel fan.
Okay.
am.
She needs me.
And here's the parallel.
She needs us.
Her like Kanye, bipolar.
But here's the parallel. What Kanye said the other day was, yeah, unfortunately, Chaperone isn't an artist that's good enough to be separated from her art like me.
He said that?
yeah.
Damn.
And I'm like, hell yeah,
Mic
you're
drop.
right.
No artist
Can be what?
separated from their art nowadays. I think what
That's
you're
a
saying,
problem.
Yes.
That
That's
is
a
a problem.
literal problem.
Like you're
Problem.
saying, I mean, here's the thing. when people say like, yes, I think the characteristic of narcissism to be self-absorbed would like generate art,
And it does,
but
to some degree.
The diagnosis is really about how you treat the people around you. Does that mean I can't love and support your art? I don't think so. I like fucked up people. I'm sorry for their victims, their survivors, but that's to me separate. Like it's not like I can't like listen to Kanye because I know he was like,
Absolutely
a hellish person to Kim.
I just don't think that you can
I agree.
transcend in the way that people like Kanye or like Lana, like so these people who are like huge, right? I don't think that you can transmit this amount of energy and art and like something not be sacrificed. You know what I mean? Like you know what I mean? Like I just don't think that you can be beyond
sorry, babe.
like normalcy and something not be sacrificed.
I think
it's
you
very
also
weird.
have to not be so conscious of other people in order to make this like this kind of art. You know, like I don't know if he needs to be cognizant of how he's being perceived all the time and how people are taking him, because that would interfere with his creation.
Yeah, and he's like ultimately a channel, and like that is why he's so tapped in, because with Kanye, you're constantly seeing the like duality of like good versus bad, or like you know, these like really intense moral opposites within one person. And like I also want to say like the narcissists I introduced Kanye to are not
geniuses.
Yeah, they're not geniuses. Kanye's a fucking genius. They don't do shit with their narcissism. If you do shit with your narcissism, I fuck with you. But if you do like bad art with your narcissism, you can keep walking. It's like how
think of who is a narcissist.
like a bad narcissist. I mean,
Dads.
a Bill.
Say Chapel Roan.
Ooh,
Dads.
Yeah, but give me like a star.
But like when I'm
But a
the
general
thing
dad is a bad
But
narcissist.
it's not just about narcissism to me. It's that when people get mad at artists for being narcissistic or something, when I'm just like,
okay,
yeah.
What about Timothée Chalamet? I don't think he's a narcissist. I think he's
I'm sure he
self-absorbed.
is.
I genuinely think he's too much of a pussy to be a narcissist.
Yeah, I agree.
He'd be like, whoops. I think he'd be like, I'm sorry, the future is female.
Yeah, he's like future is female.
And
And actually, I would go see ballet.
Pussy
Yeah.
hot.
And actually, I'm gonna go see ballet.
Yeah, he'll
Sorry.
like backtrack.
Sorry, opera.
Yeah.
He'll like start dating ballet.
I would rather like I mean ultimately what I'm trying to like what my thought around Kanye has always been, and like I mean I think I talked about this on the pod last, is like the only reason I am like the artist that I am today is because of Kanye and studying Kanye and loving Kanye in his complexity. And I also know that's like I think, well, like my dad has many similar diagnoses as Kanye, and I think like I have that also complication to it. But I think that it's very important to like art comes from many places, and I'm not saying that like what he says is always, I'm not going to agree with everything he says. I'm like an intelligent person who can like separate, like not fall into the beliefs of everything Kanye says, but like good artists are fucking complicated. They're not, you know what I mean?
I think people are.
Absolutely.
And like we have to hold artists to these like moral stages that's like I can only absorb, endorse, patronize artists that I agree with. I also feel like media in general, at least like in movies and TV shows, have become more moral. Like I don't think we're allowing characters to be as dynamic as they used to be, because they're like, well, I want them all to be really good people.
Right. Why?
You have to be able to see yourself in this person. You have to be able to relate to this person.
Yeah,
you have to be able to
exactly. Like I need to be represented identity-wise, but also like I can't enjoy. I'm thinking about, which I didn't even hate, but the scene that went viral in Stranger Things was one of the main characters comes out, and nobody, of course, nobody has like a homophobic response, and they all just like hug, and like everybody's like really happy, and it felt like this like kind of throwaway scene, And
Just so that they had like a gay character.
well, yeah, I think
Yeah.
I think he was
He's
like
been
written as
gay.
gay, but like nobody had any response that wasn't like, you are who you are, which I think maybe was realistic, but I really feel like it was this kind of force fed, like there is
Yeah.
one evil character.
Yeah.
And these are all moral.
Yeah.
And I feel that same way about almost all media I watch now.
Yeah, it's really boring.
It is
we don't
well,
have
it's coddled.
dynamic.
Everyone is so coddled.
Yeah.
Like it is so bizarre. Like I mean, going back to the Chapel Run thing, like I mean, just the people I talk about, just like like who critique her. I'm just like, I actually want her to hit someone. I want her to hit someone. What would these people do?
I
if
don't know the
Bjork
critique of
happened?
her.
That she's mean to her fans.
Oh, I
So
don't
she-
care about that.
That's
I
the
just
thing
find
is,
her uninteresting.
I
like,
just
unfortunately,
find-
that's it.
No, it's fine. It's
You can feel that way.
Okay,
But it's
yeah.
like, I do love her. But I agree, like, what? How is there no more celebrities that are kind of like assholes anymore?
Is she
because-
that big of an asshole?
because they'll lose all this shit.
That's what she's known for.
Well, not really. They're not actually so little is at stake except for like public opinion. But what does that even mean? What if Bjork happened today?
Yeah.
That's what I think about when she hits that reporter, the
Yeah.
paparazzi.
Right.
Good. And
Right.
I think everyone loves the video and is like, fuck yeah, Bjork. That's what I want Chapel Roan to do. I want her to go full Bjork.
I'm
Hit someone.
Really trying to think about any kind of artist right now that doesn't have to be like, I
Give
love
land
you
acknowledgements.
all, BLM,
Yeah.
land acknowledgement, the future is female.
The way
Does
that
she do that?
She's like very progressive, but she's like known for being standoffish or like don't take photos of me. She'll film paparazzi being like, you're fucking harassing
see how it
me.
feels. Yeah.
Yeah, she like refuses signing autographs.
And what I will say is, to me, what's cringe about it is not that to me, what's cringe about it is that I don't think her stardom is that. I kind of agree that I don't think that what Chapel Roan is serving in terms of like pop music is like as good as we are telling her. I just think we're in a drought of good pop music.
I think that's probably what's true.
I don't think
I like
that's
her.
what her response is. I think it's like she doesn't like being a public figure or like being
Well,
like
also
harassed
that.
in person.
But I think the stature of what she's held to, you would think that she is making like
That she's like a politician.
or making
I didn't
like
know,
but
like-
even it's not like she makes music like Amy Mann.
Right.
Like there is no message other than like I love that hot girl and fuck guys. Guys suck and I love girls.
Wait, who's that?
That's like that's Chapel Roan.
She's lesbian.
Okay.
But I just mean like she like
I
not
love
even like
teaching you who she
but
is.
her-
Yeah.
I'm watching you like learn who she is live.
Well,
on-
because like every song I've heard by her, I'm like the Pink Pony Club. Like my friend's like kid liked it, and I thought that was cute. But it sounds like kid music. Like it sounds like
It
what
is.
little
It's
kids
all a
like.
little
It's like
young.
almost like it's like she's like, I guess lesbian Taylor Swift to me.
what I'll say is,
no,
a
but
lot of these things
I
came
wouldn't go that
out.
far.
I agree. It is like amateur music, that song, and I
It's like
didn't
kid
like it when it
stuff.
came out. That is an album that blew up. That came out years ago and blew up. Like
Yeah.
she was like 19
Yes.
when that came
Right,
out.
right, right.
So it was
It's-
like it's almost like I saw like maybe the LA older gay men's choir do it, and they were kind of snapping their fans to the music, and that's where it's almost like it's like for older gay men that survived. Because it's
No,
about
totally.
like
Yeah.
girls can like girls and guys can like guys,
Yeah.
and we're all in West Hollywood.
Yeah.
and
Well,
it's like
very
about moving
drag,
from moving from a small town to
performing.
Hollywood,
Yeah.
and being able to be out.
Yeah.
I love
Okay.
I love her. I like think that like if that hit me in high school, it'd probably be a very different situation for me. I think her music is I just think that for people act like she has like this oeuvre of that is like so important and like full of depth, and none of her music has any depth really. I don't know. She's not Kanye
She's not
at all.
Yeah.
I
not
only
Bjork.
came here to talk about Kanye. I'm sorry I brought up Chapel Roan. I know nothing about her, and I wasn't
It's
into her
just-
aesthetics.
okay, it's
That's
just-
it. That's
No,
like
this-
as true as it is.
we're gonna
This has
cancel
nothing
you.
to do with
Huh?
you.
Cancel me?
Cancel you for
We're
being
gonna
Oh,
a
you can. If you want to
lesbian
cancel me about
phobic.
Chapel Roan, please.
My tone
Go
about
ahead.
Chapel Roan is purely like you can't take two steps and somebody doesn't bring up have you heard the Chapel Roan stuff
course.
because she's under fire
Heard
right
the
now.
Here's what I'll
Chapel
say.
Roan stuff?
Don't worry about
Okay.
it. What I'll
Is it-
say. It's
is-
this exact thing we're talking about is the controversy of how she treats her fans.
It sounds
Here's
like
what
people
I'll
are
say.
bored and there's not much controversy other than like we're about to go into nuclear war, so they have to make stuff up. It sounds
Yeah.
like that.
I mean,
That's
there's
how we treat
always
celebrities
been
now.
yeah.
there's always been young people interested in pop
Yeah.
culture. You know, this is just like, I don't know if people need to know about the war.
Yeah.
I mean, they do, but I'm saying like a 15-year-old, this doesn't need to be like, I'm engaging with Iran because
No, I guess what I'm trying to say is like I think that like as a huge TMZ person,
yeah,
like I'll see her name, like I like what you guys are talking about. I've like because I don't fuck with her, I just like scroll past quick to like the thing I fuck with. But like it sounds like the kind of shit that she gets in the public eye or whatever sounds like so nothing.
it is so nothing.
It sounds like fake.
And this is it. Like if you think Chapel is problematic, welcome, step in the man who was doing the most anti-Semitic content for an entire year
Yeah.
plus.
Yeah.
Like we've all had to reckon with that, and we all got through it. So like I just didn't think we were still on this like holding artists as accountable for something that feels so small potatoes.
Well, I think
Kanye's
that
not as gay though.
but he's a black man, and I think that like
No, but
that.
gay people get really mad.
That's what I'm saying. It's
Oh,
like, gay people
okay,
are
okay.
the snake that eats its own tail.
Yeah, gay people on the
In terms of
internet, it's like
Oh, like people. It's like when
She-
people fight. Yeah.
She could do like a land acknowledgement because she used a drag queen quote. She had to basically be like, and that's actually Sasha Colby's quote. Like people were basically had a gun to her head and were like, say where it's from. Say where it's from. You know, like anyway, sorry.
Okay, no. I mean, I think like, okay, so people have tried to cancel Kanye forever, and there are people that will not listen to this, or you know, like, I mean, I already like there are people who will have opinions about us talking about Kanye because of real reasons, right? Like there are real reasons to like have
yeah,
problems with
like,
Kanye.
This is not like he liked one of
shit.
Trump's tweets.
Yeah, this is like literally far
This
beyond.
isn't like, oh, he followed Ivanka on
Yeah.
Instagram.
Yeah.
Like, this is like we are dealing with like
some pretty fucked up shit.
Yeah.
probably the most controversial artist
Yeah, of our
potentially
time.
of all time.
Definitely of our time. Like as widely successful and popular he is, right? Too.
Yes.
Like Gigi Allen was doing this shit too, but he was like a punk dude. Like there's been punks that do this shit. Like there's been like, you know, performance artists that do this kind of work. But like, yeah, Kanye
He is monoculture.
Kanye?
Yeah.
He's created the culture. Like-
well, right.
Yeah, he is.
He's had several hits. I will say, and I don't know, I didn't corroborate this with any real stats, but my Twitter says that this album's number one.
It is. In a couple different countries, yeah.
Yeah.
And on
And
iTunes.
in this one too?
Wait, this country?
Yeah.
In the US,
Okay,
yes.
cool.
Yeah.
That's all I care about.
United States?
We're
Yeah.
talking about America.
No,
Good,
yeah.
okay.
In this one,
The only
one
one,
are
the
we?
real
This one?
one.
but in this one,
Yeah.
right?
This one, the real number one. Yeah, but like I think that so like me and Estella were texting earlier today because like I was telling her I was excited to record and like we were talking like in terms of like what because you're not you know a super Kanye listener and it's almost
I'd
like
say
and
it
I was
all.
like to Estella I was like I think this would be a really hard album to be the first Kanye album to listen to and kind of like because it feels like what I've been thinking. I've been listening to it ever since, you know, it came out yesterday, like nonstop. It feels like a return to his beginning. It feels like it feels like finally kind of like the full story. Like I don't know if he probably will make an album again after this, but I almost feel like this would be like the closing of him.
I don't know if he'll make another.
I don't
album
know.
after this.
I felt like I really like listened to this and I was like, this is like my understanding of the body. Like to follow Kanye's whole trajectory, like this is like Jesus and this is like, I mean, also not like Jesus in a lot of ways, but like to see someone in so many forms, in so many like revelations about themselves and their like beliefs and their thoughts and the like contradictory and complexity of those is like, I think one of the best. I've never seen a bigger picture done by an artist of their beliefs, brain, identity, like full scope. I've never seen anything else that would be even comparable to Kanye. So can you hate him for his beliefs? Yeah, sure, go ahead. But regardless, this is a person who has been like doing like autobiographical stream of consciousness work
Yeah.
since he became famous.
He's raw.
He's raw as fuck, and like you can agree with it and you don't, or you can disagree with it, but like it is still very, I feel like his work is like the most human work I've ever seen of an artist. Like I've never seen it this like huge. And that, I mean,
Yeah. And I mean, I do want to talk about his anti Semitic posts as a Jew and as a bipolar woman. I think, or person, he's not a woman, but I do feel like, I mean, one, like what you're saying, rawness, like, are you guys all fooled into thinking, I'll look right at the camera, that your favorite artists don't have some kind of prejudice? Like,
Yeah.
he just happened
even
to
if it's like a food, I don't know.
Yes, or probably a race. Like, I'm like, I do think the average person
Yeah.
has beliefs that are held.
Yes.
Was I surprised with the anti-Semitism? Honestly, no, because this is not that new to him. He has experienced a lot of difficulty in the music industry, and it is run by Jews, which is not, that's kind of a fact. I do think as like a paranoid black man that he would probably create an assumption of Jewish people that would be negative, as a lot of people do who are involved in Hollywood or witness Hollywood. At this point, the average person I see on Twitter is spouting anti-Semitism that isn't even about Israel. It's just literally just like, and that's a fucking Jew. I see it all the time. And then we know he's bipolar. I think the letter was so interesting because he did credit it to a accident, but regardless of how he got bipolar or not, like, I don't think that he would want to tank his career like that. I don't think he was associating with Trump in like a manic state. I do think he's someone who's so oppositional that he's like, you think you can put me in a box? And also he like didn't like the Liberal Party. He also did denounce Bush famously and did kind of get canceled for that.
Yeah.
Or whatever that.
Yeah,
equivalent.
Kanye stays canceled.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It has nothing new.
Yeah.
But like to be manic, it's like, I don't think he was like, I can't wait to take down the Jewish race. I think he was like, watch what happens when you put me in a box. I'm going to say the most inflammatory stuff I can possibly.
Yeah.
I'm going to put swastikas on things.
Yeah.
Because you think because I'm affiliated with Trump
Yeah.
that he's a Nazi.
Yeah.
And he's like in full-blown psychosis at this
Yeah.
point. And like what I'll say is what I've told you, like when I was manic, I wasn't doing the anti-Jewish stuff, which makes sense, but like I was just trying to say and do the most crazy stuff that I possibly could. And I was wearing like anti-mask shirts. I became like a real patriot for like not for like modern America, but for like George Washington, which I do maintain.
Yeah.
I was like, yeah, I think I was like, you fucking you vaxxers.
Yeah.
I was fully vaccinated and I do believe in the vaccine, but it was like so, I guess like I was in Arizona and I was with some liberals and I was trying to put on a Kanye song and I was on my friend's Spotify and he had been muted. So you couldn't even put on a Kanye song. And
That's
she was
ridiculous.
like, we're like, I think. We're like, I can't. I don't want to because he's anti-Semitic. And I'm like, could I give you, can I give you permission as a Jew? And they were like, yeah. And I was like, okay. And then we put on Kanye and everything was fun. But it's like interesting. I think a lot of it is fear-based. I think a lot of people who don't hold these identities are like, this is hate speech. It is literally hate speech. And I think there's a lot of nuance to it.
So there's like an article in the Rolling Stone. I can't remember when it was written, but it was about like it was like about essentially people becoming very attuned to Kanye being anti-Semitic around the time where he started to kind of fall from grace in other ways. But that like even when Kanye was in his most like rising peak, he was expressing like beliefs of like anti-Semitism and like so I think the other thing that became really popular is like the same people that probably muted Kanye like when you in 2010 they were like I love Kanye.
Right.
It's like people want to pretend that things aren't like this kind of like difficulty of Kanye has been attached to Kanye the whole time. But when it was like liberal sensibilities, such as like when he was saying stuff about George Bush, it felt like we were like, woo! But he's been like, I think what you're ultimately saying too is that Kanye is ultimately like, whether it be his mental health or whatever, I think still in his body, in himself, beyond any diagnosis, anything, he is like a provocateur. He is like interested in provoking and pushing, especially around the expression of speech and the expression of idea. Like, so this is not to say like anything that, again, like, I think this is just to give context of a person, right? Like, everyone has an opinion about Kanye, and I guess, yeah, none of this is new about Kanye either. But it feels like it was something more within the last 5 years where people became like so anti-Kanye,
Yeah, I mean, he got much more
louder and
he got
like,
very loud.
yeah. But this has
Very
been in his music, in his world, in his forever.
Well, it's like Nicki Minaj. Like, if you like comb through all of her old tweets, are like "fuck faggots."
Yeah,
like
for
she's
real.
always hated gay people, and it's been very plainly there. But
Right.
it wasn't until like, we're sort of in this like the Thunderdome of America right now. You
Right.
know
Where
that
you kind of expect people to fall in line
right.
with their political party. You assume they.
Well,
And her
intentions
star
are
is
so
down.
high.
Her star is
right.
down. Like Kanye's star is down.
It's like a desperate clawing at anything for. Like, I just need one thing to stick so my name stays in the headline. Like, that is how it works.
Yeah.
And it's like they're
Just
under
generally.
criticism, internet criticism. You're like, well, fuck my fan base.
Yeah.
Well, and also, there's no greater, dare I say, like, I think about, like, I don't remember art pop tweet that Lady Gaga famously tweeted while she was allegedly manic in Vegas during her residency.
I didn't know that one
Yeah, she said, I don't remember art pop.
because she was manic when she made it.
No, but she tweeted that when she was manic, like, and she
Okay.
was in this like she was like depressed in this residency in Vegas. But what it did was sparked this like entire slew of think pieces, cultural critique on her, these like flashbacks to where I was during art. You know what I mean? Like, that's just my point of reference. Is like, I think from that point, like, I just remember that being like very like that happened, and then it was like, we needed to revisit everything all of a sudden.
Yeah.
We needed to have like Pitchfork looks back at an album that they rated bad 10 years ago. We have to like, we can no longer just be like, I like that, I didn't like that. It's
Right.
like the best thing an artist can really do is stir their own pots. Like, there is no greater success than having a think piece written about you,
Right.
a cultural think piece done.
Right.
And all you have to do that is like be mean to a fan, say you don't like a reviewer,
Right.
or tweet something like, I don't remember our pop.
Right.
And you've like killed like 80 or, you know, like 18,000 of your fans are
It
like,
is fragile.
this is where I was, you know,
Yeah.
it's like, and I think that is the best thing that you can do as an artist is like grab at anything.
Definitely generates
Shoot
most
a gun.
attention. Yeah.
Shoot a gun at your own people.
But like I'm just like thinking of so many writers that I love that like writers get to be not in the spotlight, right? They're not public figures in the same way. Like other than what's his fucking name? Like James Patterson. Most writers
I
go
was gonna say
unknown.
J.K. Rowling.
I was going
What'd
to
you
say
say?
J.K. Rowling.
Oh yeah,
Gia
too.
Tolentino.
Yeah. But even Gia, I feel like she's still like
She went way under. Yeah.
yeah. But like
We're
I'm
not,
thinking of
asking
like
for her opinion on like Iran, although we would know.
But also, it's like the
would.
truth is that, like, I'm gonna guess a lot of people who like. I mean, Kanye's just been so vocal about his shit and his beliefs, and like, I don't know. I would argue that possibly like there are probably plenty of writers that I love that have some fucked up beliefs that you know what I mean that I like didn't get think pieces on or interviews with, right? Of their fucked up.
That's what I'm feeling. Like
Yeah.
I'm like, you really think your favorite artists aren't prejudiced?
Right.
When we all of us liberals have acknowledged that we all have implicit prejudice.
And why do we have to like? I think where I'm like really getting so burnt out in terms of culture is like how we have to, and we were kind of talking about this like because before we like podcasted we watched the father video that was directed by Bianca, and like me and Estella were talking, or Estella had mentioned like she didn't know all the the contextual information within the video, and I think that's like now we watch things and we have to know all this fucking contextual information,
Right.
and it's like I want to go back to a day where I could just watch something,
Experience and
yeah,
not know
and
the
experience
reference.
it,
Yeah.
yeah.
I have a theory about this, and it's because unartistic people have begun, like we have like everybody consumes art now more than ever.
I don't, you
and,
think?
And yes.
I
Is
think
it
we
art?
observe more.
and
We observe content,
but
Yes.
art, or like content equals art to
Right.
the average person.
sure.
And not only that, but people have made their entire personality. We've given people this like this false sense of like security, or this false sense that they're critics.
Yeah.
And that everyone's intellectual, and all of our media consumption is based around breaking down and to understand things. Or every time a new movie comes out, it's some white film bro. It's always
the
a film bro.
letterboxed
It's a
phenomenon.
letterboxed bro.
It's the
who is
pitchfork
like,
phenomenon.
yes,
It's the Twitter
it's-
phenomenon.
I like Letterboxd.
This is this.
Ugh, you both do.
But I don't like it.
I like to keep
You're
track of
on
my
it.
movies.
I do. I log.
Yeah.
I'm so okay. I'm so good.
And I like to talk to some of my friends. I like to see what they think. But my
But
thing
you're
is that
not wrong. Like I get what
Everyone's
you're
a
saying.
critic.
everyone thinks they're a critic, and it's like every new movie comes out. These are who they were referencing. Shut up.
Yeah.
I think
Shut
I'm
up.
less like I actually feel like that's not my problem. My problem is that media has to eat itself all the time, and like now we have to be like essentially trained as critics to even like step into things.
But
Well,
people
yeah.
aren't actually critical.
I think you're
No.
both saying
People
the same
aren't
thing. Where it's like
actually right.
if you don't get the reference, then you're not well read enough.
Yeah.
And it's good if this shot looks like The Shining.
Right. But I need to talk about the Bianca video.
Please.
So I just need to say this. I thought Bully is a beautiful album. I think it's fucking great. The reason I fuck with it so heavy is because I think this is like the first time in a really long time that Kanye's grounded. I think he's like, I found the Bully album to be like a really back to basics Kanye that I think is like, we will look back at his whole discography and like see how he moves through like life and see this as a moment where he's like stripped down again. And I love Bianca I think that she is very compelling as a like a performer who is doing like she is more interesting as like a performance artist who is like next to Kanye than any of the art she could ever make, unfortunately. And I think it's because I don't think that her level of making is at the level that Kanye is, probably because she hasn't had as much years, resources, and experience as Kanye has at this point.
I also don't think she's that artistic.
I think she is. Like, so I've looked at like her architecture, like the stuff that she made. Like, I think she has ideas. And I think that she's like a thoughtful, cool person. But I think that like to go up to, it's like, it's like to stand next to like Kate Moss. Like, like when you put yourself next to a person who's been making art for like decades at the level that Kanye has made, at the resource level that Kanye has made, your shit's always gonna look bad. Like there's nothing, very few people can stand next to Kanye and be at his level as an artist. And the visuals that she is making are purely aesthetic. It's essentially, so this father video is essentially like what Tyler, the Creator, was doing in like 2018. I found it to be like so. I am very sad that Kanye is allowing her to make aesthetic decisions because I think that, like, unfortunately, she's just not there. And if you just need a woman to make stuff, there are women that might be better collaborators for Kanye at this point.
Does he collaborate with women?
Yeah.
This
A
could be a
lot.
sign of his stability, though.
I think he's stable.
I think he's like, why doesn't my wife help me with this?
I think so,
And I love her so much, and I want her art to shine.
Yeah, and look how amazing she is.
And like Kim, it was like lock and key.
Yeah.
You cannot step outside of a room until I've styled you.
Yes.
And was also like an emotional terrorist.
No, and I think you're absolutely right. And this is the saddest part, right? Because I think that his aesthetics and his ideas were maybe better, unfortunately, when he was not well. But that's not fair
That's
to
true
say.
of most people.
That's
But
true of
that's
most
but that
people.
sucks because it's like I don't want Kanye to have to be like living in the hell that he was also living in.
Right. And we got him there.
That's like how most artists were better when they weren't sober.
Oh yeah. But then they'll like live, you know?
Well, of course.
But it is a trade off.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, I think that this like weird need to like examine art as this like thing that must last forever and be timeless or transcendent. And I'm just like, some things are just like lightning in the bottle,
Yeah.
flash in the pan.
Yeah.
They like speak to a moment
Yeah.
and an existence, and somebody was able to transmit this a piece of them, and then they need to get out.
Yeah.
They did it.
Yeah.
We can't be channels our whole life. We all can't be Madonna.
Yeah.
You know, like it's just, I don't know. I also want to say, like, I was thinking today where I don't know a lot about Kanye. I can't name really many of his projects, but I do know his biggest project, which I would argue is Kim Kardashian.
Oh.
I would say is his
I would
biggest
say his
project.
biggest project is the Kardashians. Like not
Sure.
just Kim.
And that's what I mean when I say, like,
Yeah.
I feel like he's responsible for all of that.
Which is
Really?
contemporary beauty standards that we are just slowly getting past at this point because what's her fucking name? Gabriette came on the scene. Who is like
You
Like-
told me about Gabriette. I'm not that I don't is she really defining shit?
Are you
No,
kidding?
I don't think so.
You guys are crazy. Yes. Yeah.
But she's just doing what Julia Fox did.
No, Julia Fox is doing it because of Gabriette and not because of Gabriette, but because of the stylists that work for Gabriette. They
Me-
are like the people, like they are the people who are defining contemporary, like the people who are pushing things on Instagram are the people that style Gabriette, that like Kanye has work for him, who actually style Bianca. Sorry.
No, it's okay.
I think Julia Fox came first.
No,
I thought
Julia
Gabriette
Fox
was, like,
didn't. Julia
mousy-
Fox
Mousy Boots before
Julia Fox came first in the sense of when she was on Tumblr with Salem, she was doing shit.
Yeah.
When she started dating Kanye, she came into
Oh,
the
that's right.
United States of America's
was
like
crazy.
icon. Like she's like
I forgot that.
and
she was
now-
the Kanye
Crazy.
project.
she's kind of getting trickled down. No.
I think Kanye is responsible for the color sand.
Yes.
becoming- It's insane.
Yes.
Bodysuit.
Yes.
All athletic wear
Yes.
right now. You go anywhere, that's all Kanye inspired.
Yes.
All sneakers for
Yes.
a very long time, or like a large portion of sneaker sales have a style which I really didn't like, but that looked like a sock.
Yes. The majority of how like not only is Kanye responsible for like female beauty standards, but also a lot like the majority of style, like I would say like streetwear that like the average like
yes, the draping.
Yes.
draping.
yes.
He
And
was
that's
a
not
draping genius.
yes, and it's not I don't even want and what I will always argue about Kanye is like Kanye is a genius like as himself as his being, but what Kanye does best is he brings people together and makes them the best together. He's like a genius in like construction of like who to bring and how to shape. And so like Kanye is also like just good at choosing people who like so it's not just like Kanye who's good at draping. He brings on
Yeah.
the right people at the right time.
Right. And I think
Well, and he coaxes them to the right fit. Like,
Yes.
it's all about getting
He
the right people,
pushes,
but
he
he
pushes.
is like unrelenting
Yes.
in his vision.
Absolutely.
Which is a good leader.
Yeah.
and
Yes.
at least even specifically with music, like you'll never hear the artists at their best until they work with Kanye.
Like for sure.
Ty Dolla Sign,
Exactly.
Nicki Minaj,
Exactly.
Jay-Z,
Chance the
Beyonce,
Rapper.
Chance the Rapper.
Like who knew that Chance the Rapper could do what he did until he was on a fucking Kanye song,
Right.
right? Like Kanye's brilliant and like for us to like I get why you want to hold back and resist him because there are real reasons too. But what he brings out of people and how he shapes culture is not. I don't have any other example of a person who does that within our like in my lifetime. Other than maybe Donald Trump, but I don't think Donald Trump does it at the level that Kanye does it.
That Trump brings out the best in people?
No, like shapes culture in a way
Oh.
that is like so.
I think here's the thing about Trump is it is all very unintentional.
Yeah, like
Like
he
it's
feels
like an
less.
accident.
Yeah, he's like whoopity badoop, like, but they're both Geminis, which is interesting about them, and
There you go.
they both have a way with words that people are interested and compelled by. You get what I mean? Like
Yeah.
they do something with language that like excites people enough to listen, regardless if they like even people who fucking all they do is post on Instagram about how much they hate Trump. Those people are equally tied to Trump's words as much as like people who are like in love with Trump. Like he's just
Yeah.
good at having people listen to him.
Yeah.
I mean, the way that you feel about Kanye is exactly how I feel about Lana.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I genuinely believe
shaper.
that, yeah, like, has shaped the entire...
Kanye loves Lana.
Of course. And, well, Lana loved Kanye until she denounced him on her own album.
Kanye West is blonde and gone,
Gone.
which is not denouncing. That's like
I guess that's true.
she's saying he's unwell. Someone help him.
But she was... But it's in the song... It's in a song written about how culture is over. If this is it, we had a ball. Kanye West is blonde and gone.
I honestly think it's compassionate more than it is an announcement.
Well, she is compassionate.
Yeah.
She's like,
all of her music is fuck you, but I'm praying. I am praying.
But
for you.
Kanye is gone. And I think that that's like what makes so I think Bully is a beautiful album, but Kanye is gone. Like I was listening to like fucking shit that was out like in like 2000 and like Kanye and Kim like literally from 2017 or 2013 to like 2017. That is like what shaped that culture.
Yeah.
Like that is
Yeah.
like what the United States is, and that's done. That is done. We do not have any monopoly.
We are in, like,
No one
cultural
told
decline.
the
Yeah.
no one told the Kardashians though. They are like writing this.
No, I think they know they're flopping. Like they are like starting to reveal stuff, and that's like how you know they're like done. You get what I mean? Like they're having to like say like actual things.
In
like
fact, I think North is really like coming up culturally.
yeah, like if
Yeah.
anyone is coming up, it's North.
Who was a producer on this album? Is that correct?
So I don't know if she was a producer on this album, but she is producing music now with like,
Yes.
and she's like a goth alt girl.
Yeah, she's got like
FKA Twig.
But she's also kind of
Press-ons.
like, I think she's awesome. I'm like, I love North. I think she's fucking cool as shit. But I don't think that we have the space in our culture to ever do what Kanye did again. I think culture just looks different now. And I think like Lana was speaking on that. Like from what you're saying, I don't know the song, but I just think like we now exist in a whole different reality. Like within the last, like, I literally think about this all the time. I'm like a year ago, I didn't think rich people ate babies.
I still don't think that's true.
I like literally think that it could be true. Like way more than I ever thought.
I think a lot of that came from stem cell research.
Sure, but like all the kind of like shit with like all the like things that came out with the Epstein files that were
Yeah.
true. There was a very recent reality where I believe that would be an absurd truth to ever believe. And I think like now I just like do not like my sense of reality and how the world is not
by design.
I agree.
yeah, but
By-
also
and intentionally.
like I would have never believed the Illuminati was
no
real, like,
until
10 years
that.
ago. Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
same.
Yeah.
Like, because you started to see like how when you are that rich, when there are so many actors in the whole world that can operate together, we don't even know what's up, you know. But also, to Kanye's credit, Kanye's been calling out this shit for a long time too.
He has been. He's been calling a lot of them out.
Yeah,
And he's like, I wasn't there. And he wasn't there.
No.
He didn't go.
yeah. The only thing
They
they
might have
have
not invited him though.
no, but the only thing they had on him was like how they liked his album. Like there was like
Oh, yeah, there
like
was.
Jeffrey Epstein was like saying he liked Kanye's music.
Yeah, he's actually never, it's interesting. He's never been canceled for sexually promiscuous stuff. I've heard
He
the
had the
rumor that
sexual
he's-
assault cases though.
Oh.
He does have recent ones right now where it's like people who worked for him that like accused him of sexual assault
Oh.
because he would like masturbate or like want to fuck,
Oh.
like, you know.
It's a bummer.
Yeah.
I will say something that's always turned me off about him and I just have always felt he just seems like such a misogynist.
Kanye?
Yes. There's something about the way that women have to be around him. Like when I think about Kim and Kanye, when I think about Bianca and Kanye, There is
Oh,
something
yeah.
so devaluing.
I don't feel that way at all. I
I
think
feel
he
like he's,
values deeply women.
I guess when I think of like deeply misogynist, I do think of like Andrew Tate or clavicular, where it's like
Yes.
biological, like essential, like as a
I guess
woman,
that's true. I
you
see
are
what you
supposed to
mean.
be like cooking and cleaning and like subservient to me. I think he's a very controlling partner because he's obsessed with his
Vanity.
self, yeah, and how
It's
he's
just-
being presented. So like he's very controlling, and that's misogyny, definitely. But like, I think he's also controlling of like the men around him. Too.
I think he's controlling.
Yeah,
Like, I think it's like but I will say, like, I'm sorry. Yeah, we were like going long.
no,
It's
no.
fine.
I
Okay.
was just seeing your volume.
This is how,
How
but
are we
also
doing on time?
Am I talking super?
no, but also this is how Estella is every pod.
I do,
If
and
it
I go,
brings
oh,
you any
God.
solace.
What are we at?
10:17, so we're a little over an hour. I think this is where I like to be.
Okay, I'm sorry. I do want to say this. It's a really
I'm not wrapping up.
okay. So I have a friend that was really anti Kanye because of what Kim experienced from Kanye. I also think that that's a really one-sided view of that relationship, which I'm going to say that Kanye also experienced a lot from being a part of the Kardashian family. And then also this thing where the media has really run with this story that Bianca is just like a helpless like victim. Bianca is actually fucking smart. If you look back at her art before she was with Kanye, Bianca was doing all this shit with like nylons and tights and like styling and stuff. Bianca's into the style that she's doing. Like, this is not.
I don't think
I
she's
think-
like a brainless pawn.
I think they think she's like gun to her head, like you better get naked and wrap yourself in plastic and come out.
No, I
to the
think
show.
Bianca's
I think she's
knows
been
what's
doing
up.
that.
Yeah.
Interestingly, you think she's like Kanye's conservator, right?
Yeah, I think that if there's any conspiracy theory that I believe, and this is one I made up, I think she's actually his
Right, his-
handler.
Right.
Like, I think like if there was anything, like I think that he was gonna go into this is all completely created by me. I have not read like a Reddit on this. I think the Kardashians probably wanted, from things that he said in his songs, probably wanted to put him in a conservatorship
Mm-hmm.
and possibly did at some point. I think by him marrying Bianca has been a part of his team for a while, and like I think they have a very developed friendship and deep understanding of each other.
But you don't think they're in a relationship?
I think Kanye is gay or asexual. Like, I don't know if Kanye fucks at this point, like at all. And if he does, I don't know if he only I don't think he like fucks Bianca. I think he like, there was so much thought that he was fucking Jeffree Star for a long time. And I like,
Jeffrey would have aired that out.
would he?
Yes.
Yes, he airs everybody out.
I don't know.
I do think Kanye likes dolls, and he said he like loves to talk about it.
I wouldn't be surprised. I
just don't think he's like this like straight man. Like, I don't believe that bit. Like, I don't think he's like
Yeah,
just
he puts
like,
on a
The way
I mean,
that
he does talk about sex,
but
but it's
so
almost
do
like silly. Like I
It's-
wish my dick had GoPro.
exactly. Like, I
I
don't.
love that line.
Yeah, I don't think it. I think the other thing that really fucking like people miss the plot on is that Kanye is performing as Kanye. I think that like as a person who's watched like a lot of shit before he got famous and stuff like that, he is like a very shy person. He is very like,
Well, does he believe he's autistic or whatever?
He
yeah,
does,
but like
I don't think that. But
I don't think he is, but like he's very shy. I think he developed a personality that is very like,
out there, yeah, egoic.
I don't know how much truth we really ultimately do get of who he really is, but I think we get Kanye, the artist, right? Like,
Yeah, I think his personality peeks through, but I do like what you're saying about his shyness. Like, there's this like famous Jamie Foxx interview where he's like talks about how this like little kid in a book bag came up and he's like, "Can you be on my song?" And
Yeah.
it's like Gold Digger.
yeah,
But
that's what Jamie Foxx said about
Yeah.
Kanye. That's
and
funny.
he was like he was just like really like
he is very
shy.
shy.
But he's very confident. I do think that confidence is not like, I don't think it's like fragile. And I think when he talks about his genius, he really does believe it.
Well, I believe mine, but that doesn't mean I think that doesn't mean that it doesn't even have to come from an egotistical place.
Yeah.
I think it can come from like genius is something we can all tap into. It's like,
Mhm.
and I think Kanye talks about that.
Yeah.
Like, it's not like, but I think the best person to look at how Kanye is like North. And she's very shy and awkward and weird, but she's also really like, this is what I
She's crazy,
believe. Yeah, like this is how I feel, and I'm gonna tell you what's up.
He's had no interaction with his kids for like years.
No, North was just performing with them.
Really?
Yeah, like in Japan, like she has become like a big part of like his like stuff. Like
I thought maybe it says the younger kids, but I thought he hasn't been able to see his kids in a long time.
I don't know if that's current, but there was a period of time for sure where he was not able to see his kids and he was freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
But I think like he was really unwell at that time too. Because I think that's when he was like, but I also think some of the shit he was saying was true. Like I think that they were like fucking with him. I like really believe like Kris Kardashian is a fucking psychopath. Like I believe that through and through.
Do you believe that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's scary. I haven't watched
crazy.
it, but she is crazy.
I haven't watched the show either, but like they really try to pretend that
I
like
also don't think they demonize her culturally enough.
no, Kris Kardashian's like or
How'd she get out of
boss
that?
bitch. Like they are like that's boss mommy.
I think because there was like
Hi.
she's so cute.
Is the little girl.
Yeah. But what I like I think she was under fire when the sex tape first came out.
Well, they lied about that. They pretended that Ray J like is the person who like leaked it. And it was all like he signed documents to have to like pretend that that was all them. Like that was all
regardless,
them.
that's like not. I guess I don't want to be like that's fucked up that she did that. You know?
No, but what's fucked up? Fuck on camera.
I just
Who
mean that,
cares?
like, her mother has been so like, this is what we have to do to be famous.
Exactly.
I can't
like
imagine
she
those
is like
interactions.
like she's whipping these women.
Yeah.
And
you
they like
know?
demonize.
But she became momager.
Exactly.
She got all rewritten.
Exactly.
You know?
It is a problem when you demonize sex and sexuality when you're actually releasing it, participating in it, and completely profiting off of that.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of like conspiracy like theory that she like all the Kardashians were like yacht girls, which I love. Like I'm like, okay.
What I'll say is, I mean, I agree that they've done, I'm sure, horrible things to get to where they are. And the response to the sex tape and all the backlash, as a woman, I'm like, do whatever you need to do to get out of that.
The only person who got bad response is Ray J, who didn't have like any career after it. And also probably never was going to. Do you get what I mean? Like Kim did great. Like I mean,
she did, but
no
I think
It
like
took a while to get her out of the muck.
that was rough.
It was years to get out of that muck.
It was muck.
It was mucky.
It was not a seamless like sex tape to keeping up.
No.
Keeping up in
and
like
even then she was like the laughing stock of keeping up.
Yeah.
Until,
She was like the bimbo.
Courtney took it over.
Till one of them and then Chloe.
I mean, honestly, it was Kanye.
Kanye does rap
I
about how
agree.
no one will dress her because
Yeah.
of her reputation.
And Kanye is the reason. So the Kardashians were going to be famous without Kanye. Like Kris knew what the fuck was up.
Yeah.
Kanye did elevate them.
I think he
Unfortunately, that's
yeah.
just
He
the
made her a
truth.
fashion icon in a way
Yeah.
that she never could be.
Like she didn't have the vision
And she
for it.
won't
I don't think she had the vision for it.
anymore.
No, and that's why her style fucking sucks for the most part now, honestly.
I haven't really seen what she's up to.
It's like basic as fuck. It's like very like I feel like I'm seeing people in Toledo
But
doing the
she
same
was
shit.
The only
Like
one
honestly.
that was ever doing really anything more because like the other two have always been dog shit, and then the two.
Oh, I like Courtney.
I like her personality, but
Yeah.
I don't think her aesthetic is anything.
No, it's basic. But they were just
Courtney's always
basic
been
people.
basic,
But
yeah.
that was the whole bit. Like that was the show. But
Chloe's a drag queen, Courtney's normal, and Kim's a mess.
yeah. I don't know. I'm not trying to be like pro man here, but all I'm trying to say is
Well, but
But you're
he's a
trying to be
genius.
anti-woman.
I guess like I will.
all I'm trying to say is I am anti-woman,
and
and I think
pro-man.
men should lead and often have the creative
Yes.
genius to do so.
Of course.
Yeah.
Something
He
about their
does.
brains.
Yeah.
I will say when I think about the misogyny, about the way he parades women and the way he just the way he just is. I don't know. Like I said, I'm not well researched enough to, but it isn't. It's gay in a it's misogynist in a gay way. Like the way he dresses women is gay.
Yeah.
The way
Yeah.
the way that his fixation on the female form is
Yeah.
not in a straight way.
Yeah.
I agree.
No.
It is very gay guy.
It is very gay guy.
Absolutely.
Very,
And the
like,
most
cinched waist,
Yes.
big boobie, big butt,
Yeah.
Yes.
cat eye.
Yeah. Yeah, and actually, if I think in my life, like the
He's
most
gotta have done
misogyny I've
drag.
ever experienced is through gay men.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
so like,
Durr.
yeah,
It's like the worst
So, like,
I've ever felt is being
yeah,
a gay man.
yeah, like literally, like when I feel like a dumb fucking bitch,
Yeah, when
it's
I
like,
feel like
yeah.
the ugliest,
Yeah.
dumbest bitch
Yeah.
that needs to die. And that's how they talk too.
yeah,
That's
so
how they talk about all women celebrities. How they talk about the women in their lives.
Right.
Like, this earth, like fuck the patriarchy. In this way, it's like it's the gay guys
Oh, it's
who are
horrible.
like ruining women.
But I think that what we just did for like an hour and 25 minutes is completely distract from what I actually believe Kanye does with his music. And that is the fucked up, like, that's the shitty part about what he's done with his, like, with all this attention and all this fame. I think, like, unfortunately, we all are like talking about all the things he does, all these things. You have to like make up for what he does, talk about all of these things, and you lose his music. And I
totally.
actually think like his music and his artistry are the most compelling and most interesting parts about him. Like that's why I love him, not because of the stuff.
Right, totally. That
Do you get what I mean?
I mean,
That's why I
that
don't
he is a
have many opinions
human,
on it.
Yeah.
which I like because then there's a lot to talk about.
Yeah.
What I'll say about the women's stuff, which is what I do think is part of his art, is he does talk a lot about like the internet and porn
Yeah.
and stuff. And so he does like kind of have these like soldier women, and he's done like these performances like that that I find really interesting.
And those were all like the majority of those were directed by Vanessa B. Croft, who is a performance artist who he collaborated with on like the whole Yeezus tour.
Yeah.
And her work is that like it's all like these women standing choreographed in spaces.
Yeah.
But he also loves his fucking mom, and his mom is obviously like the biggest part of like, I mean, she's in this album, she's been in like most of his albums, and like not to say like I mean, men who hate women love their moms. You
They
know what I
do.
mean? Like
They
not
love
to
them.
say that's like to
Because
separate
they make
it.
every woman their mom.
Exactly. But I think that like I will say Kanye has women in his work way more than the majority of male
Male
artists. Yeah.
That's fair.
Yeah. Like they are a huge priority in his work. And I think that like sure, is he a misogynist? Sure. I think like every man is. I don't know. Like, but like Kanye is doing something more than us just like putting these labels on him, even though I don't think he does. This isn't where he does a good job because he also kind of forces labels to be put on him.
Mm-hmm.
I also think that's like such a far more interesting like push and pull of his like entire trajectory, world, creative oeuvre, is that no matter how much he's changed the entirety of our culture, he will never escape his behaviors. He'll never escape his humanity. You know what I mean? Like he is transcending something so beyond himself, and he'll never not just be what he says or what he looks like,
Right.
or what who he's standing
Which is
with. Or,
sad.
yeah, and I
But
think
that's, maybe
that's
that's modern cult. Like,
maybe
what if Picasso
Yeah.
had Twitter?
Yeah.
Like, would that?
Yeah. No, but like I think he talks about this. No, but I think this.
he literally has probably said those words.
He's
I can't
literally said
believe
these words and is like saying that
What?
today.
The
No,
parallel
something
between-
about Picasso. I just Lana Del Rey's worst song is beautiful, and she talks about what if somebody asked Picasso not to paint
You're right.
or not to be sad. What if someone asked Picasso not to be sad?
Sad.
To
It just-
hate.
I don't know why people always grab for him. It just makes me laugh.
I'm just glad. Well, I'm just trying to think of like an influential artist that didn't have Twitter, although he did die in the 50s. I like to remind people of that.
Okay,
Or 70s or something really recent.
oh, I have no
It was
idea.
the 70s, wasn't it?
Right.
I wouldn't be surprised.
Like Lug wearing.
Yeah, because like Andy Warhol do something with them. I feel like.
Oh my God. I think all the time about Andy Warhol in an era of social media.
Oof. Thank
It
God.
He was
would've been
already
canceled.
horrible. I mean,
Yeah, thank God.
he is like, I just can't. I hate Andy Warhol. I like literally hate Andy Warhol. And when I meet a gay person or a trans person who likes Andy Warhol, I'm like, read. I need you to. I need you to read.
Oh my God, I thought you were saying someone's name.
No,
I
I just need them to read. Pick up a book and
Um,
read.
yeah, and I don't like. I'm not. I mean, if you want to review the album, you're welcome to. I'm like, I've read enough Pitchfork to like not want to sound like that. But what I will say about the album, like, I'm worried if I start speaking, it's gonna sound like the needle drop. You know?
I didn't read that. Is there a pitchfork about it?
Well, I'm sure there will be. I'm just saying,
Oh.
like,
Well, I think you can give your opinion.
well, the thing that I find interesting about it, like you're saying, it does seem like a return to form. It seems reserved,
Yeah.
in like a way that it sounds like Lamictal,
Lamictal.
the mood stabilizer.
Oh.
It sounds kind of like
totally.
It sounds like, which I'm a little bit sad
Yes,
about.
there was like no anger or like there was no high emotiveness in his
At
voice.
all.
Yes,
When he
I agree.
usually
It's
does that range,
very
even in his early albums, he might, I'm thinking of like
absolutely.
Late. Where he
Yes.
just starts like
Yes.
bringing it, and I'm like, maybe that's a function of age. It's probably a function of some medication, but that it did feel very like tame.
Yes. No, 100%. And I actually thought about that too because I like was listening to older stuff and I was like, there was like so many songs on Yeezus have like so much rage in them. They're so
Yeah.
fucking sick, and that is not happening in Bully. But then I'm like, wow. Also, like, what an interesting like. That is also where we're at in culture. Like, people are pretty fucking numb. Like,
Yeah.
people are pretty fucking like.
Yeah, I think music is pretty,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
But absolutely, absolutely.
Which, yeah, I was like, yay, sonically, he's not like I love obviously his like production, his beats, but I'm like, okay, like it feels like he's getting older.
It felt older, and I actually would say it felt deeply personal. It felt like the most intimate I've actually ever felt with Kanye because he almost read as like just a person.
I feel that way about Yay is more intimate to me.
What do you feel?
The album Yay.
Sure, but I guess like it's kind of what you're saying, why I feel like closer to him. Like it's like instead of us watching him, like him being a performer, we're like in a room with him.
Yeah.
Like in a way that feels like so human. Like he feels more human on this in a way that like it isn't these big emotions. It's just kind of like the day to day, like
yeah.
And I have like am not that felt extremely vulnerable to me as somebody who is like me like as a performer to be that like so non-spectacle is like because the earlier release of Bully was far more spectacle and was utilizing AI and all this stuff. I found it to be beautiful in that, but I also can see how many people will not like it for that.
Yeah, they'll probably just call it like a sleeper. Or
Yeah. Are you gonna cry?
Nope. I just yawned. But
Oh.
I was gonna say
Late
I
night.
was gonna make a joke and ask if you left Heil Hitler on.
He did not. He took that one off. He decided that one was just kind
He
of a
cut
one
that
off
one.
because he
Can I ask if you left that up?
It got taken down, but you can still access it.
Okay.
But he did go to a rabbi, and they kind of sorted it out. Do you know about that? There's
He
pictures.
went on an
of him
apology tour.
apologizing to a rabbi, like holding hands with a
Like
rabbi.
yeah,
I love the
like
idea
in
that
Israel or
I
where.
think he like went to Israel and like held hands with a rabbi, and then they forgave him. And
that
then
is the funniest. That's like almost like a Valerie Cherish like way to apologize for that.
I don't know really what brought that on, but like I do think
funny.
he got a point with me. He made it. He got 1 point, and I genuinely like. I'm not saying like.
I love the idea of going to a rabbi.
Well, I think it was a really important one.
It was a big one.
It was a big one. I would never. I'm not saying like you're weak if you don't listen to him. I think everybody has their own relationship with him, which is also kind of interesting. That does feel like personal. I listen to him, and I do interestingly think Clavicular playing Heil Hitler, the song, at a Miami club is the prompting of his apology. So let's
you think
for
that's
that.
when
It was
it
like
went too
days
far?
after. No. I mean, he made Heil Hitler, and like we all tried to move on from it. And then like 1 month ago, they all played it at the club, and it went viral,
Right.
like crazy viral. And it was like the internet the conservative men super team, like Andrew Tate and them, were all there singing along, and like truly, like days later, he's like, I just want you guys to know I don't stand by my anti-Semitism. I think
he
those aren't
saw.
related.
I think that's so interesting too, because I think he was like doing this push performance thing for a long time, and also probably being manic, and then saw the reality of what that looks like by what you're saying, and was probably like, I need redemption.
probably a
I need to
grounding moment.
apologize.
It was a grounding
yeah,
moment
like I
to
need to
watch
get the fuck
Clavicular
out.
on
Like,
Kick.
yeah.
I think he was one of the first artists to publicly talk about the constraint of leftist rhetoric, actually. And I do think like we've all kind of joked about it now. Like, I can't use these zero pronouns for you guys, but like he was like 2015, like, you guys put me in a box because I'm black.
yeah.
Which again, not endorsing the way he went about it, but like we all have caught up to like, damn, we were really tough about certain things to the point where oppositional people reacted, and now 20-year-old men are like genuinely neo-Nazis, and he's like, oops. Like he never, to his credit, which I think
Whoopsie
I'm gonna give him a
poopsie.
little bit of oopsie daisy.
Yoo-hoo.
Like Trump actually had, I think we've talked about this. Trump has actually rallied people to take aggression out. He's been like, Nazi, yay. Like he's never been like, it's time to get armed. It's time to get violent. He's like, these Jews are lizards or something. I can't even remember what he used to say, but I'm really I'm just grateful he never went there. I'm grateful he never said, let's do that insurrection. I'm grateful he wasn't there like Ariel Pink. Like there are.
Do you
literal
think Azalea
Nazis.
Banks was at the insurrection?
No, she's got those Louboutins on. She couldn't walk very far.
La Bouton.
Walk a mile. All right.
Sorry.
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 For what?
Let's everybody say sorry to the listener.
Sorry.
No, I think this was good.
Can I haven't looked into this at all.
Mhm.
You said something so quickly in passing to me on the phone the other night where you were like, through laughter, saying clavicular shot an alligator. And
Yeah.
then you did not, you didn't circle back. You didn't like explain that to me. And I've been
TMZ.
waiting to be on this camera on these mics to ask, what?
He took a
I'm
gun
sorry.
and shot an alligator in Florida. It was dead, but they are protected even when they're dead. So he was arrested. He's facing up to 5 years in prison, which is probably not going to happen. It is a misdemeanor. But I don't know. But yeah, he got banned from Kick. I don't know if he's back.
Kick? The
That's where he
messaging
stream-
app?
Oh, I'm sorry. What does he stream on?
Twitch.
No, I really think it's like Kick.
Kick streams now? Kick was how I used to talk to my Roblox friends.
I think it's Kick.
This is beyond my
I was shocked he
generation.
wasn't streaming like on Discord. I don't know what everybody's
Can you
using.
I thought you could just talk on there.
Okay.
Did you see the thing he was on with that Channel 5 guy or whatever?
Yes, I did.
What was that?
Was this recent?
This was like
yes.
at the same, like he like killed
was,
the
like,
alligator and
last-
then went to this interview. I feel.
I think it was reverse. Basically, he like
so
walked
it
out
was
of the
just
interview.
dead? Where was this at?
He was like on
Probably
a boat in
Florida. It sounds like he was
in
busy in
Florida.
And it was
Florida.
just, like, in the
He's
water?
busy in Florida.
Well, he was in Arizona last time I
Oh,
arrested him.
Where did he play the song?
He
the
got
Kanye
arrested
song.
last
Florida,
time.
yeah. He was
He
in
does
Miami.
Florida shit.
What?
He was arrested more than once?
Mm-hmm.
For what? The before in Arizona?
What was that last one? Fuck. I think they were.
I don't
like,
know.
It's not like a RICO charge, but like they were trying to combine multiple, like drugs, some crazy. There was something I used to know this, but
Isn't he doing ketamine online?
yes,
He
does
is?
everything. Oh, he's like a huge ketamine head.
Wait, does he snort it like on TV or like on the
He-
screen?
doesn't,
Okay.
but he does cocaine too, but he's always referring to
Calvin Klein.
the bag. Yes. Yes, he does Calvin
Yes.
Klein.
Yes.
Well, I wouldn't know anything about that, but what I will say is that
Shot an alligator in the water.
yeah, that sounds
Yes.
like some Calvin Klein shit though. Ketamine and cocaine can get you places allegedly.
You wouldn't go with a gun.
Yeah.
Unless you're shooting a dead alligator. He
Was it
will.
in the street. I guess
Dude,
I'm just
No, it was like in the bayou.
That's so fucked.
It was like
Oh my
in
god!
the
And that's what I said on the
mangrove.
phone. I
He was
said
in like the Everglades
it
and
was
like
Jeffrey Dufresne's, Jeremy Dufresne's,
Yes. That's Lana's husband.
Lana's husband.
I know we're probably trying to get off, but I do have to
it's okay.
say that
I
there
think people. I
People
mean,
wanna
the
listen.
people who listen are like, make it as long as whatever.
Okay.
It's me more like, when can I
stressed
check
by
my phone?
okay, yeah. So I will
It's like,
say
you need to smoke.
yeah,
Yeah, I
I'm
need my
like
smoke break, but I can hang out.
I do need to say like this will not be the first person where ketamine takes you to violence on an animal. What is up? So ketamine, like the origin of ketamine, or not the origin, but one of the earliest like researchers who loves ketamine, John C. Lilly, is the guy. He like was the guy who did like the dolphin house where the person fucked the dolphin.
Sorry.
In
I don't know
the
about this.
70s,
Yeah.
they were learning about like animal language.
Like interspecies communication.
Yes, and so dolphins obviously are the most intelligent, and so he kind of half flooded a house, and the dolphin wasn't responding well.
Because it didn't like the house.
It was like a different,
It's like,
it
different
was like
vibe.
more Grey Gardens. Than
Yeah.
had like a
Wasn't
brutalist and
it
dolphin.
wasn't the
Yeah.
brutalist Kanye that they had hoped
Calabasas.
for.
The dolphin like
Yeah.
hated the drapes.
so they
They are intelligent.
so they half flooded the house. The researcher, who I thought was a woman.
It was.
Okay,
I can't remember her name off the top of my head.
Yeah, probably like a poor graduate student. This was like back in
Marie
the
Literally.
day. Marie Curie. That's where that microwave came in too. Was wearing like gaiters and like trying to teach this dolphin language, and
Gators.
or like
Oh, waiters.
waiters. Sorry, gators are the ones that got shot. Yeah, and so the dolphin was becoming a teenager and was like humping her, and so she had to like
Jerk him
jerk
off.
him off.
Well, they're rapists.
Dolphins.
Everyone loves to say that.
Well, so what was happening while she was jacking him off was John C. Lilly had also invented like sensory deprivation tanks.
Yeah,
And he
those
was
are
on a
huge.
ton of fucking ketamine in a sensory
Which is the
deprivation
only
tank.
way I would get in one because those sound like hell otherwise.
I love
I
them.
want to get in one.
They're
No.
really fun.
I bet.
And you don't have to be on ketamine.
You
would
might
wanna
not,
be.
but why would I want to be alone with my thoughts for 4 hours?
You don't
4
have to be with
hours.
it that long, but he was like in it. The amount of ketamine
That's
this
what you're
man, and he was
supposed to do.
injecting ketamine, and also was like he like almost died on a bike because he was on so much ketamine. And he was like, anyways, he was in a sensory deprivation tank next to the dolphin house or like close
I didn't know
by,
that.
trying to communicate. And this was all like funded.
Government. So they stopped funding it
Take
when
us
they started
back.
giving the dolphin acid.
Yeah.
Then they were like,
But me and Estella are doing like really like rough revisionist history probably right now because we're like boop boop beep. But I don't know like if you were to actually like historically look at it, I don't know how it flows, but it's like close to this.
Remember this?
The mental image I have of
But it-
what the
I was
dolphin
there.
house looks like.
What was
on
the
my
dolphin?
Last,
It's
on my
like-
last K-hole. I could have sworn I was in that house. And
I
I hated the
House
drapes
like,
too.
Like this, like one of those like
I
illusion
don't know.
houses.
It was probably a sunken living room because it was the 70s.
Yes,
Right,
and
and
it
it
was
was-
actually very chic, like the house, but it's really cool
I
and
don't
big
know how
And
to
windows.
that
do
dolphin preferred more like a Cape Cod style.
Yeah, it was a little more classic Americana. It
Yeah.
didn't like the like
Yeah.
mid-century shit.
Yeah, no, claviculars, like he will like, like K out on camera. And he takes it
That's
frequently.
You know what's
It's good to hear.
there is
It's really
no,
crossed all forms.
Oh, it's not. It's
That's
not a
so-
underground drug. In the
No, people like act. Yeah, we won't get into that conversation, but
but make ketamine cool again.
ketamine's been cool, but I've never heard of it up until we're speaking of it today.
Yeah, me neither.
what is
Anyways.
it?
Yeah, so
Calvin Klein.
Calvin Klein, a famous designer,
So she just jacked the dolphin off.
And then she gave it
while
acid.
like fucking
Well, that's
John C.
very
Lilly was
normal.
trying to talk on ketamine, but no, what ended
Women
up
get
happening
paid
was
to shove their whole arm up the
Up
and
a-
inseminate
insemination.
calves.
But what
Yeah.
ended up happening was there was like John C. Lilly, like, so there was like a lot of violence that occurred to the dolphins to like do more kind of like very deep cognitive like understandings of what they were going on. And like John C. Lilly like looked back on this and like really was like so fucked up for so long because of like what he had done to dolphins during this time. And he was doing so much ketamine.
He's the Kanye of dolphins.
Yeah.
He's pretty much like the Kanye of like the CIA. Like he was like super like he was funded. Yeah,
But this
he was a genius.
People
He was
didn't
brilliant.
know about like psyops back then.
No, and he was like so into psychedelic research and pushing it. And then like he essentially was like, he had done so much ketamine that he was like, I have activated a place in my brain that is like of no return and no one should ever get here. And then he like was like, I have to stop because like this spaceship I can no longer occupy, and then stopped using ketamine. And then like kind of I think maybe like dabbled before he died. But like he had done more ketamine. Like people like go on record and saying like they cannot believe how like they did not know it was humanly possible for this person to consume the amount of ketamine that he was like regularly testing and studying like every day.
That's what I feel when I go on r/ketamine. That is exactly. I'm like, how
I go on
people-
r/disassociatives and also feel the same.
And like, there is no way the human body can process fucking 8 grams a day. I'm like, what is going on?
He has like logs of it that were like pretty fucking crazy, but he was also like he ended up like he was like this really conservative like scientist who was like really like I don't remember if he went to Yale or Harvard or somewhere, but like by the end of his like time of ketamine he was wearing like rabbit hats and like just like he was like a kook. Like he had just done so much ketamine
Yeah.
he'd become like a true kook, and he was like he was so fucking cool. He's really smart, but like also yeah, the violence for the animal or the ketamine to animal violence like pipeline is to be tracked now.
Let's study that.
Yeah.
So clavicular is locked up.
Locked up and locked
Shoot,
in.
I don't
Dead
know if he's
alligator.
got.
He dropped in and dropped out.
Yeah, tuned in,
Dropped out.
shot up.
He clocked the T.
He climbed and he put the gag to bed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, I don't know if he's out yet. I'll check. That's
I just
fine.
wanted to circle back on pod because I feel like my entire knowledge base around clavicular is on this couch and I don't want it to change.
No, I'll give you any update you need.
Thank you.
And on that note,
Yeah.
thanks
You
for
guys,
joining
I
us.
don't feel good.
Oh my
Why?
God, you're so sick.
I'm really sick.
No.
She's got the
Logan.
Spreader.
super spreader. Until next time.
Bye, you guys. Thanks for coming.
Thank you for
Krysta.
coming,
Of
Krysta.
course. Feel
Patroness.
better, everyone. Feel better. You
We're gonna be.
super
I think I'm
spreaders.
sick for life.
Yeah. With the super spread.